Oh, hey guys. You know, congratulations to the University of Georgia. Georgia winning over Michigan 34-11. And so congratulations. And I'm getting a phone call here. So Georgia winning over Michigan. I know 34-11. Now, if you want to jump in here as we wind up our coverage of this game tonight, big win for Georgia over Michigan. Now it's Georgia and Alabama in the national championship game. What a great game that Georgia played. Stetson Bennett, the offensive player of the game. Stetson finished with 313 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Kenny McIntosh had a touchdown and 18 yards passing. That was the halfback touchdown pass. Zamir White, 12 rushes for 54 yards. Um, And so congratulations to the University of Georgia. And now you got Georgia and Alabama in the national championship game coming up January 10th in Indianapolis. So there you go, Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. So basically, what you have here is what many in the nation did not want to see, a rematch of Georgia and um, and Alabama. I certainly know that the I guess the executives at ESPN, this was not really what they wanted. We know that, we know that, and so they wanted the matchup between since Alabama actually the matchup that a lot of folks would have loved to have seen was Cincinnati and Michigan just block out the SEC, but of course that didn't happen. Now you have an all SEC national championship game. You have Georgia and Alabama in the national championship. So there you go. Alabama winning decisively over Cincinnati in the earlier game, and Georgia winning in an even more decisive way over Michigan in the second semifinal game. I'm kind of looking at the box score here. So Georgia winning. So if you want to jump in here, we're not that far from a brand new year. So if you want to jump in here and just say congratulations, or I told you so, or boy, this is wonderful, or let's go dogs, or something like that. Not to put words into your mouth, but if you want to jump in here and say, we love it, and we're going to we're going to be pulling for our dogs. You can do that, and I'm getting a lot of these. Um, yes, go dogs, absolutely, absolutely, go dogs. Let's see. So Brian Bonifay, go dogs. I have a lot of folks jumping in here with their congratulations to the University of Georgia. Um, let's see. Great job. Best New Year's Eve. Yes, when your Bulldogs win and you're going to the national championship. It is a good New Year's indeed. A great game for the University of Georgia. I've obviously watched all of the games that Georgia played this year. I gotta say, the way it feels for me, this was the best game that Georgia played the entire season. And that's kind of interesting because they're coming off of the worst game they played all season against Alabama, and then you fast forward about 3 weeks later in the first round of the college football playoffs, and Georgia plays what I consider to be their best game of the season against a very talented, very hot Michigan team, probably the hottest team in the country, in in a lot of people's minds. But Georgia really took care of business tonight. Showed complete domination over Michigan. So you have Georgia and you have Alabama. So we are celebrating. We are happy. We are saying hallelujah and happy New Year. So it's payback time. Neil says it's payback time. So, okay, we'll see. Yeah, Brian. Well, it's unfinished business. That's exactly what we have going on here. And so Georgia and Alabama. I know, my producer says you sound sleepy. Well, it's past my bedtime. I don't stay up this late. I'm an early riser and an early goer to better. But, it's New Year's Eve and I've watched my Bulldogs and me and my bride are going to watch into the brand new year of 2022 in just a few moments. So, but we did want to jump in here. I know everyone's excited. Cheryl Lee, yeah, absolutely. She knew it. She knew it was going to happen. Don says we're going to pay back Bama. Okay, I hope so. I hope so. And now I tell you, in my estimation now, and I try to be honest with these things, and I try to be when I, talk about this kind of stuff. Try to be just straight as an arrow and non-biased. I think Georgia played of all 4 teams that played in the national championship playoffs, the national, college football playoffs today, of all the 4 teams that played, Alabama, Cincinnati, Michigan, and Georgia, I think Georgia played the best of any of those teams today. Georgia just played an absolutely stellar game. Congratulations to Stetson Bennett. Just a fantastic game, the offensive player of the game. He's the man, and he's going to line it up again against Alabama in a couple of weeks or so. What is it? About 10 days or so. So, congratulations to Stetson. Congratulations to Nakobe Dean. He is the defensive player of the game. So, Chris Christmas, that's a good name, isn't it? Chris Christmas. Let's go Dogs, indeed. Rayon, go Dogs from Eastman, Georgia. I got you. Georgia will beat Bama. Deborah's saying it's going to happen. Okay. Cheryl Lee says we're going to beat Bama. Ha ha. Okay. And we got some praising the Lord going on here now with this with this victory over Alabama. I got you. Okay. All right. Someone says I'm giving up. I'm going to bed. I got you. Um, we're getting a lot of folks chiming in here. Jimbo says, I love it. I love it too. Stetson Bennett, player of the game, absolutely had a great game. I tell you, the offensive line for the University of Georgia played so very well. It was just a complete ball game. I mean, it was just offensive. Every area, Georgia was superior. Every area was a great game for the University of Georgia. Offensively, defensively, that defensive line did a good job. The defensive secondary, some kind of weird calls against the secondary, but they generally did a very good job. Michigan scoring a touchdown against our second defensive unit. That's all right. Alabama won't beat this team twice. We will shout hallelujah if that is actually true. Way to go, Stetson. Indeed. Kirby needs to cut out that conservative play calling. Okay, I understand. Georgia wins the national championship January 10th. I've been called a jury duty on on January 10th, but hopefully I won't be caught on a jury in which I can't watch the ball game. Either that, if that happens, I'm going to have to raise my hand to the judge and say, "Excuse me, Your Honor, I gotta watch the ball game," and hopefully he'll be a Georgia fan and says, "Well, okay, you can do that." Jimbo Brock Rice, I love this show. It's meant to be. Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Milton throwing the touchdown. And I don't know if you guys heard DJ Shockley. I was listening to the Georgia radio broadcast feed on the SEC Nation network. DJ Shockley said that Kendall Milton had tried that play. They had worked out that play in practice, and Milton had thrown that pass 10 times and didn't hit anybody, didn't complete it to anyone. But when the game came, he did complete the pass for a touchdown. So way to go, Kendall Milton. Um, yeah, our defense was worn out. Yeah, it's been 3 weeks since, or 3 weeks or so since the defense played a game. Plus, you're talking about Miami and the humidity there and just the exertion of the game, just the exertion, the physical exertion of playing in that Miami Heat. Um, so, it's what do, what do we got? It's at 8 p.m. You will make it. Okay. I got somebody pulling for me to make it not be stuck in the jury. So there you go. So anyway, we did want to jump in here. I've had so much fun today watching football, and I've had a lot of fun being with you guys before the game, at halftime, and after the game. So go dogs. We do want to tell you today's sports report. That's our podcast. Me and my son, we produce the podcast. It's brought to you by some great folks, Southeast Mortgage, the official home loan lender of the Georgia Bulldogs. They make our podcast possible. And you can find us on UGA Football News on Facebook and Instagram, and also our website. We have a great website, ugafbnews.com. Check it out. It's a great website. And we have this program and all that we do. We have some pretty exciting news that we anticipate making, and it could very well be that we'll make that news known around the national championship game. What better way to do that? So anyway, listen, I'm tired. I'm tired, and I know you're tired, and we're worn out. But we were going to stay up anyway, right? We got to stay up anyway to see the brand new year in, and so that's good. That's what we're going to do. And Happy New Year, okay, Dog Nation, I believe it. This is our time. David Brown, go dogs. Dogs gonna. Oh, come on, Bill. Oh me, Mr. Bill is Mr. Pessimistic. He's pessimistic. So I don't know. What do we lost to Alabama? What, 7 straight? Is it my producer's telling me in my ear that he's going to bed too? I think we've lost to Alabama 7 straight times. Yeah, Don says naysayer, naysayer. It's not going to happen. We're going to carry it this time. I hope so. Well, listen, guys. God bless you. I love you. We love you. We thank you so much for your support of today's sports report. Just, check us out, UGA Football News on Facebook and Instagram. By the way, our Instagram um, feed has over 117,000 followers. I think, outside of the official, Instagram sites of the University of Georgia, that our Instagram page, UGA Football News on Facebook and Instagram, I think it's the largest outside of the official, UGA site. So check it out. We come to you periodically with our podcast, and we come to you every now and then with this live stuff, and we just have a good time. But we're going to sign off for tonight. God bless you all. Go dogs. National championship is next, and we're going to have a lot to say over the next few days as we head up to January 10th. Looking very much forward to it. The rematch with Alabama. The rest of the nation outside of Georgia and Alabama is saying, no, not again. But we're here, and we're going to do it again. So let's see if we can take on Alabama, take them out, and win the national championship. That's our hope. God bless you all. Have a wonderful New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and we hope to see you again soon here on our program. Until then, again, go dogs.